things that Jesus did. Thirdly, we need, in a personal relationship with Jesus, to recognize him when we meet him. Oh, it's great to be in a house of the Lord for worship. It's great to go on spiritual retreats. Those experiences are valuable and more valuable. But it's also important that when something special happens in your life, to remember that you are encountering Jesus. One of the great musical anthems that comes to us from the African American culture is a powerful spiritual entitled "Ain't Got Time to Die." Written by Hall Johnson, it contains these powerful words. Been so busy praising my Jesus. Been so busy working for the kingdom. Been so busy serving my master. Ain't got time to die. If I don't praise him, if I don't serve him, the rock's going to cry out, glory and honor, glory and honor. Ain't got time to die. Now that's precisely what happened to Andrew. He found the Messiah. Andrew encountered Jesus and was so excited that he couldn't sit still. Immediately, he was so grateful and so excited that he ran to share this good news with his brother Simon. The Bible tells us what we know about Andrew is that he was always telling others about Jesus. Here in the first chapter of John, he goes and tells his brother Simon about Jesus. In the 8th chapter of the Gospel according to John, it is Andrew who brings to Jesus the little boy that has the 5 loaves and the 2 fishes. And then in the 12th chapter, it is Andrew who brings to Jesus the Greeks who wanted to meet Jesus and visit with him. Andrew's greatest joy then was sharing the good news of Christ and bringing others into the presence of Christ. And I say to us this morning that also needs to be our greatest joy today. Our task is to tell others about Jesus and how much God loves them and cares for them and the plan that God has for their life. And even though we are sinners, God has made only one provision for us, and that is Jesus. I love the story about a friend who visited the Soviet Union in the 1970s. And upon his return, he announced that the church behind the Iron Curtain was, quote, mostly irrelevant because the only people that were in the churches were the little old ladies, unquote. After the collapse of communism and the difficulties of rebuilding the Soviet Union, following a long time of spiritual bankruptcy, wouldn't you hope that this friend would announce, thank God for those little old ladies? It would be a wonderful and an effective witness if we would simply say also today, thank God for all those little old ladies who have come and gone before us. What is the most important thing that we learn today? We learn today that when you are a Christian, you are grateful. You learn that when you are a Christian, you are confident. And when you are a Christian, you are loving. Thanks be to God.
Amen.
It's the good news today. Well, let's pray. Our Father and God, as we come to you this morning, as it is good for us to be in the house of the Lord, to have this opportunity to worship and praise you together, we thank you. We praise you. We bless you. For gratitude, for confidence, and for great love. Hear what we have heard today, and help us then, O God, to go forth from here to serve you in all that we do and in all that we say. Through Christ our Lord. Amen.
Amen.
Let me tell you, I want to tell you, I'll probably mention it at Paul's funeral, but I want to mention this little bit of humor. Last Sunday, when I sat with Paul and Angela and we talked about his funeral and what he wanted for his funeral. Some time ago, we learned that Paul and Angela had not purchased any cemetery lots. And Angela did not want to take Paul back to Waynesboro in Franklin County to be buried. And she wasn't sure that she could handle him being buried in Louisville. So I mentioned to them that Linda and I had 4 cemetery lots at Mount Holly Springs, and we're only going to need 2 of them. Unless Linda kicks me out of my ear and makes me like something from her. And I said, we had these 2 extra lots that we would be more than glad to give to you. And so they took us up on our offer. And last Sunday afternoon, Paul was not feeling well, but in his little sense of humor, he said to me, my friend, can you imagine that for all of eternity, you and I are going to be smelling each other's feet? And I said to him, I got news for you, Paul. I'm going to spray your feet with foot spray before we plant you in the ground. Let's conclude our service.
Say the
I know.